I'm using the headset to get better audio because this is on my phone. We'll get better audio. But I'm doing audio. It's like rough drafting for for book I'm working on. This is like rough drafting way because um, I'll transcript my talks. My talks will be an outline. Well, it's not like word for word transcript. It's not what I'm anticipating, but it'll be kind of the basis of the book. And this book that I'm working on is called "Who Am I?" And it's a foundational look at how personal identity is the first step in any kind of self growth, self improvement. It all comes from identity. Who am I? We have to ask ourselves that question. And I I'm using this title because it was the title um, of a talk that I gave in a retreat program that juniors and seniors in high school participated in called the Search Retreat, and it was student led, student participant. I mean, there were only two adults. Well, I think there were three because I think there was somebody overseeing the kitchen, and then there were the parents. They were just overseeing the groups or whatever. And this is just 2 nights. The retreat would usually be like Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday most of the day. Excuse me. But after you've gone to the retreat once, you can apply to be on the staff, and that's what I did. So when I was 18, I was on the talk team. Talk team leaders lead small groups and they lead the talks. The basis of the retreat program are the talks. They're peer given. I don't know, speeches. It's kind of speeches because it's just a one. It's like a monologue, just one person, and we would be in like a big circle around the room. One person would talk. Our talks go. And the talks, all we were given was the title, and then we could pretty much do whatever we wanted to using that title. I chose "Who Am I?" It's the first talk of the retreat, which that kind of it tells you how important it is for identity. I mean, that whoever it is that came up with the retreat program put that question first and foremost. This was a search retreat, so it was a religious search. When I was writing, I wrote my speech, and of course, I don't know, a few weeks ahead of time, and I'd rewritten it and I'd worked on it, and then so it was almost memorized, word for word. I thought it was the epitome of public speaking was word for word. But I had forgotten the script. I didn't realize this until we were, 15 miles away from Tulsa or something. I don't know. My friend Philip was driving us. This was down at Tinkler Lake, which is about an hour and a half to 2 hours away. And instead of driving back to town to get it, I said, no, let's just keep going because I don't want to be late. We're leaders. So I rewrote from memory my talk, made this the script in the car based on what I memorized. And something I learned, and then I've learned about public speaking since then, is it's more genuinely received if it's not word for word, if it's not read, if it's not memorized word for word. It's more genuinely received. And when it came down to it, I didn't read it. I didn't even look at the papers. I had the papers, but I didn't. Foundational. This was the start of everything there. Who am I? I said, I'm a scout. I'm an academic team member. I'm a son. I'm a brother. But I'm more than that. And that's that. But I'm more than that. I think that's the thing we all need to learn out of this. It was a religious retreat. I'm not in that same religious mindset that I was in then, but I still believe that we're more than that. We're more than what people say we are, the boxes we fill, the roles we take up. And the point, and that, I mean, that's what I'm going to illustrate in this book. Using my own stories, and sometimes I hope they'll be kind of like funny stories. That's not the driving force. Is not being funny. I can't help that I'm hilarious. I can't help that. But the driving theme behind who am I is that we are not to be defined by particular words. We're not to be put in boxes, stereotypes, typical labels. I use a lot of stereotypical labels, and I don't want to keep doing it, but they're all generalizations, and that's what we've got to know. And what I've learned over my 40 years on them as a grown-up, as a person, actually, shouldn't say grown-up, just now growing up. But learning that those roles, when we fill them, we are more than just that role. Through all that generalization, we learn about ourselves. We learn that we're generalized. That we learn about our identity by knowing what we are and what we're not. I mean, we're not just restricted to that. One of my first chapters will be about prejudice, the word prejudice, and how we can't get away from prejudging. That's not really the definition. It's not judging beforehand, but it's the spirit of it. And I remember when I was much younger, prejudice, maybe it comes from like the Latin basis or something for judging beforehand. So it's basically making a judgment call before you know more about you're going to learn more about the person, the activity, anything, but you prejudge, and I don't think I don't think we can avoid that. Everybody prejudges. I know I do. Prejudge. I prejudice. What's important about prejudice is being open to change, to being open to having your mind expanded, to learning more. And with that in mind,